I'm looking at Bard Subclasses. Any recommendations?
Well, Ted, actually, have you seen the options on D&D Beyond Homebrew?
I'm Nerdarchy Stead.
I'm Nerdarchy Dave. Welcome to Nerdarchy, for nerds, by nerds.
Looks like we're about to go to Bard College.
All right, so we're going to look at the most popular Bard subclasses for Homebrew on D&D Beyond, and we are calling them most popular based on what's been viewed the most. So what has garnered the most interest from D&D Beyond users over in the Homebrew section. Also, over on the website, there's a great article that lists the top Bard subclasses by a factor of 3. So there's 3 different ways that they've been picked. I will put a link to that in the description. You can go check it out. Or you can go over to D&D Beyond and follow along with us as we go through these. And it's only fair to mention that D&D Beyond is an official Nerdarchy sponsor. It's a great resource for looking for homebrew, building your characters, building your encounters, or just looking up anything official from D&D.
D&D Beyond is a great resource. Highly recommend it. You got to check it out. Link down in the description. All right, so we're going to do the top 10 list based off of views. So we have the College of Dance, the College of the Painter, the College of Jesters, the Bartender, and the College of Red Mages.
Followed by College of Hymns, College of Clowns, College of Soul Song, and College of Culinary Arts. Finally, College of Necrodancer.
So a lot of fun things here. We've done these lists, type videos a handful of times, and I love looking at, the theme in just the naming. There's a lot of things that I think here, regardless of what they all offer mechanically, thematically, definitely a lot of difference.
Yeah, we're gonna pick one and go over just one of them. But Ted was leaning towards the College of Jesters. I was really intrigued by the Bartender and College of Clowns, to be honest with you. Now, Clowns and Jester can be kind of similar, but I recommend looking at the College of Clown one if we decide not to go over that one. I don't know. Any of these jump out at you? Any of them in particularly like, I think that would be fun to play, or maybe you are playing them, or you've added your own Bard College over on D&D Beyond. Let us know in the comments below. Share with the Nerdarchy community.
While you're down there, don't forget to do those things that make the YouTube algorithm, as well as Nerdarchy, happy. Do those things like, share, subscribe, even click that notification bell so you don't miss a single video.
Quick reminder, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we drop new Nerdarchy videos, so come back and see what's new.
So when we go through these things, I like to try and pick something that I feel is thematic, is balanced, and is something that, I would not only be interested in playing, but would be happy to have at my particular table. So for this one, we did go with the College of Jesters, and that is from Frumsus. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing, that username, but I think they did a pretty darn good job. And without further ado, let's dive into it. These bards are students of comedy who live for the sound of laughter. However, for the College of Jesters, humor is much more than entertainment. For them, the absurdity of existence is itself a divine force, and comedy is sublime. Members of the College of Jesters are often dismissed as fools, but that is how they like it, so that they can make fools of others. These bards often dress in motley clothes, and many wear makeup, at least when they perform.
All right, so bonus spells. When you join this College of Jesters at 3rd level, you gain Vicious Mockery cantrip if you don't already know it. Also, you learn the Hideous Laughter spell if you don't know it before, and can cast it without expending a spell slot once per day. So an extra casting, awesome. You might want to hold off on taking these spells to know them later, so you can get them, or maybe you can swap something out later. I don't know, but they're good spells, and they tend to end up on Bard lists. Usually anyway.
Yeah, when I saw the name College of Jesters, that block of bonus spells is exactly what I would do for this particular class. So to me, that was already a thumbs up. Cutting Jest. Also at 3rd level, you learn how to use your jest to distract, confuse, and otherwise sap the confidence and competence of others. When a creature that you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, ability check, or a damage roll, you can use your reaction to expend one of your Bardic Inspiration, rolling a Bardic Inspiration die, and subtract the number rolled from the creature's roll. You can choose to use this feature after the creature makes its roll, but before the DM determines whether the attack roll, ability check, succeeds or fails, or before the creature deals its damage. The creature is immune if it's immune to being charmed. However, it need not be able to hear you, since bards from the College of Jesters are also practiced mimes, and they can use their faces and their physicality alone to create effective jests.
So it's essentially cutting words, pretty much, which is also an awesome ability. At 6th level, you get cutting deeper. At 6th level, your observation of others gives you insight into their foibles and insecurities and makes you even more adept at sapping their confidence with your humor. If you have spent at least one round observing someone, you can use cutting jest to a greater effect. If the target's ability check or attack roll fails after you have used cutting jest, then you may opt for them to suffer from psychic damage. Roll another bardic inspiration die that represents psychic damage to the target. I would just use the initial roll, honestly.
Yeah. So it subtracts from it, and then they take that much psychic damage. It makes it fun, and to me, causing someone physical psychic pain because they goofed up. I mean that almost strikes true to
I almost feel like instead of cutting deeper, it should be adding insult to injury or adding injury to insult.
I like that. Oh man,
But I mean, generally, I like this ability. I like where they went with it.
And then Fool's Luck at 14th level. Your failure sometimes miraculously turns into success in unexpected ways. For example, you might miss on an attack roll, but instead hit a shelf, which causes something to fall off and hit your opponent. Anytime you roll a 1 on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you may immediately re-roll. You may use this feature once and must finish a long rest before you use it again. I dig it. It might be a little weak for a 14th level ability, but turning an auto fail into a potential success, I dig it. I might just dial it up a little bit and turn that into, since it's a one use ability, just turn it into a success. Once a day.
I mean, the racial ability lucky is every time you roll a 1.
Yeah.
And we've seen other abilities that are, that scale much better, so as a 14th level ability, it's weak. But again, like I've always said, when creating homebrew, I prefer to side on the side of caution.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, because players are really happy if you give them stuff opposed to taking it away. This one, like you said, since it's once a day, I mean, heck, even once a long or short rest, I would say turn a failure into a success would work. If you're going to do the reroll thing, you could have literally just maybe gave them the lucky ability. So that was my only thing. Like all in all, it's good, it's fun, it's flavorful. Bards is one of those classes that are really good, so they get a lot of their stuff from the primary core class more so than the subclasses.
Indeed. But everything I feel definitely not only speaks to, what the class I think should do. I think there's abilities that I feel like I would have wanted the same kind of things had I been the one creating this one myself. So all in all, I definitely give a thumbs up. I just dialed that 14th level up ability just enough. Give them a couple extra uses, turn it into a long rest, short rest ability, or just auto succeed.
And one last shout out to the College of Clowns, which really kind of digs in deep to the psychology of people's relationships with clowns, whether they love them or hate them. Because it's like, if I feel like with clowns, it's one or the other. You really like clowns, or you really find them creepy and are like terrified of them. So it digs into that a little bit. So that's kind of fun. So you check that out. There's a bunch of them here that are really great to check out, which of course, go into the description. You can find links to those. Hey, if you want another video where we discuss D&D Beyond Homebrew, we have Primal Pass, which you can check out up here.
If you'd like to help Nerdarchy keep making videos like this one, why not head over to Patreon and support us over there.
As a special thank you, you'll receive 5e content for DMs and players alike, a chance to game with us, and more.
So until next time, stay nerdy.